Good morning, students. I hope all of you are well and staying at your home. Today we will do the rest part of lesson 9, the bird's eye, from your textbook Butterfly. And in our previous class we have done the first part of this chapter till page 93, and today we will do from page 94. So we have seen that Guru or the teacher Dronacharya arranged a test to know that who was the best archer among them. So now let's read. The teacher called all his disciples and said, "Look, my children, a wooden bird is sitting on that far off tree." So the teacher summoned his students and he kept a wooden bird on a tree which was far away from them. You have to hit the arrow exactly in its eye. Are you ready? Everyone nodded. So they had to hit the arrow in the bird's eye so that wooden bird's eye was their target or their goal. So Guru asked them as they were ready or not. So everyone nodded their head as all of them were ready for the exam. First, the eldest Yudhishthira was invited to try his skill. So at first Guru Dronacharya called Yudhishthira to show his efficiency or ability. When Yudhishthira was ready, Dronacharya asked, "Yudhishthira, please tell me what you can see." So Guru Dronacharya wanted to know what was seen by Yudhishthira. Yudhishthira replied innocently, "Gurudev, I can see you, the tree, people around me, and the bird." So Yudhishthira said honestly that what were the things that he could see. Then Dronacharya replied, "All right, leave your bow and arrow and go." So Dronacharya ordered Yudhishthira to keep aside his bow and arrow and to go. Yudhishthira was surprised, but he obeyed his guru. So Yudhishthira was surprised because Guru told him to go without taking his test, and he obeyed. That means he listened what his guru said. He accepted it without any argument. He silently walked back to his brothers without a question. So he went back to his brothers. Next was the turn of Duryodhana. Dronacharya asked, "Oh, the eldest brother of Kaurava, may I know what is visible to you at this moment?" So next came Duryodhana, and the Guru asked him the same question what he asked Yudhishthira. Duryodhana replied, "Gurudev, I can see the bird, the tree, the leaves, the fruits, another bird." But before he could complete, Dronacharya said, "You can go." Duryodhana was angry. He threw the bow and arrow to the ground and stood aside. Duryodhana was the eldest brother of Kaurava, and he also gave similar answer what Yudhishthira said. So when Duryodhana was speaking at that time, Dronacharya, the guru, interrupted him, and Dronacharya didn't allow him to finish his words, and Guru said him to go. So Duryodhana became too much angry that he threw the bow and arrow to the ground. Similar questions were put to Bhima, Nakul, Sahadeva and others. From them too, Dronacharya got answers similar to those given by Yudhishthira and Duryodhana. So one by one, all the Pandavas and the Kauravas came, and they gave almost same answers. Lastly, it was the turn of Arjuna. He was ready with his bow and arrow. The Guru asked him, "O Arjuna, will you tell me what is being observed by you?" So finally, or at last, Arjuna came with his bow and arrow, and Guru asked him same question, that what Arjuna was observing at that point of time. "I can see only the eye of the bird," replied Arjuna, without breaking eye contact with his target. So Arjuna answered that he could see only the eye of the bird. So it was the answer that Arjuna gave. It was the different kind of answer. And without breaking eye contact, that means Arjuna was speaking to Guru Dronacharya, but he was looking at his target, at his goal. So Arjuna's only focus was his target. "Can't you see the trees and the sky, or perhaps the branch where the bird is sitting?" his teacher asked. So his guru asked Arjuna again that the things that other could see, the trees, sky or the branch, these things Arjuna could see it or not. "No, Gurudev, all I can see is the eye of the bird and nothing else," said Arjuna, holding his bow steadily. So Arjuna couldn't see anything except his target, the eye of the bird, and he held his bow firmly. Now Dronacharya was very glad. Because finally he got the best answer, and it was the right way to hit any target. He praised Arjuna for his immense concentration. So praised means he appreciated, or the Guru admired Arjuna for his tremendous power of concentration. With a smile on his face, Dronacharya said, "Shoot!" With a loud twang, the arrow sprang from the bow and struck the bird's eye. So when Dronacharya ordered, Arjuna shot with a loud noise. Twang means the sound made by object, and Arjuna hit his target properly. Dronacharya turned to the other princes. He said, "Did you all understand the reason of this test?" So looking at the Pandava and Kaurava brothers, Dronacharya, their guru, asked them that did they all understand the reason of this test. So this test the Guru took because it was the answer of their criticism, because they all criticized their Guru. Always remember, when you aim for something, you must look at the target and nothing else. Only with intense concentration can one strike the target. So it is the life lessons that we are getting from this lesson, that when we want to achieve something, we want to be successful in our lives, we must be focused in our goals. And intense concentration means deep concentration. So with deep concentration we can get what we want to achieve. All of you saw other things like the trees, the fruit, the leaves, and the people because you were not concentrating on the task given to you. It was only Arjuna who had actually concentrated. So now all of you know why Arjuna is the best student. So what everyone did, they looked at everything. What were the things that in front of them? They didn't have the power of focusing. But Arjuna had concentrated properly. He focused only on his target. That is why Arjuna was the best student. Dronacharya's test silenced the Kauravas and all understood that Arjuna was indeed the best archer. So after this test, they all understood that they didn't have that much capability what Arjuna had. So they all remained silent and accepted the fact that Arjuna was truly the best archer. Okay students, if you have any doubts, you can ask me.